Well, hello. Happy Monday. Am I alive? Okay, good, I'm alive. Oh, thank God. I thought I died. Oh, God. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Look, we are the most professional outfit here. We are the most professional we will ever be. Right this moment. We are as professional as we will ever be. I mean, I would say we're at peak right here, but we peaked like months ago. We're like this is the downhill spiral. Gay. No, see, I was just saying that, like, you know, we are the most professional people right here, right this moment. We are in this moment the most professional this stream was. Why isn't it over? Because it's over when I say it is, sunshine. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, and I don't think she's even humming yet. Because if she was humming, I'd feel it. I'd feel it in my nether regions, and she's not there. Usha needs blood. Usha need blood. Alright, let's see here. Joseph Hill wants me to track down the creature that attacked both of us, Usha, and tell him where her lair is. Anyway, like I was saying, we right now are as professional as we're ever going to be. I would say that we are going to peak soon, but that's not true. We peaked like 9 months ago. We peaked when we were discussing, when we were making fun of Warhammer 3. That was when we peaked. It's all been downhill since then. Oh, sorry. I'm not really, but it's funny. Alright, let's see. Oakmont City Hall. Where can we go? What can we do? You can tell Geisha, that's fine. She won't feel threatened by some fat woman. She knows it won't work. She knows that I'll be like, ew, it's a fat person. This Geisha know about your love of fat women. She knows that alright, so this is a real story. This is a I feel bad. I really do. I feel bad for this because I guess there's some nice people in this world. There was one chick that whenever there was a time when 2 people were vying for my attention, actually like 3 or 4, but there was specifically one in particular who really liked me, and I feel bad for her. We were talking about her today because Geisha still follows her on Facebook, and I go, "What the hell are you doing on Facebook?" I mean, God dang it, I give you internet access not to look at Facebook, but to, like, do productive things. And she's like, "So why didn't you like this girl?" And I was like, "Because she was fat." And she's like, "That's so mean." I go, "Yeah, but not really." I was like, no, it's, she was fat, and I was like, her personality was not really my favorite, but like the biggest reason was because she's fat. You can get mad at me all you want to. I could hear somewhere there's some blue check mark with blue hair who doesn't even know I exist, but is screaming as loud as she can, or he can. Look, I don't judge. Sometimes you can't tell with those people. They're screaming as loud as they can because. Because somewhere they know someone like me exists and goes, "I'm not going to tell you to your face, but it's because you're fat." And they've gotten rid of their scale long ago because they know they're fat. They know they're fat. It's like, look, there is the woman doth protest much, where like they get super angry and upset about something. Like, oh, like they're telling you what they actually want to have happen, but they're like, "Oh, I fear more than anything else, like if I like the abortion people right now. I fear that if I try to get my abortion, I'll be persecuted for having an abortion." It's like, I think you're just guilty. I think you just feel guilty. I think that's what you feel. I think that's what it really is. I think you feel guilty. Like the fat people, like no, you should love me for my body. You're gonna demonize me for being fat. It's like, I think that's what you really want. You don't want to say that you want it, but I think you know that's what's good for you. Being demonized for being morbidly obese. I think that you know that's good for you. I think you need someone to kick you in the ass to tell you this isn't okay. I think that's what you need. I think that's what you want. I think you want someone to tell you it's not okay to do this. You know. Now, granted, that girl wasn't like morbidly obese, but she was fat. And, of course, she has horrible boundary issues. Like, terrible boundary issues. But that's another story entirely. Oh, happy goddamn Monday. I hope we're all doing well. You know what, Fokker? I have a story for you today. And it's really just for you. It's only for you. See, I tailor my content for my widest audience. Widest. See, we're just talking about fat people, and then I said widest audience. You see that? See that joke? See that joke that I made? It's funny. It's funny. Only audience. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's fine. Look, I play games for me and the people that watch, which I don't care if it's 1 people or 1,200 people or 2 people, I don't care. I do it for me. And if you buy something for me, I'll play it and I'll suffer. But that's okay too. I'm okay with this. I have a story for you. Oh wow, look at those pants. Now, oh my god, look. Oh god, oh god, oh god, look at him. Oh god, you can see right through him. Oh god, oh dear, oh god, he's not even real. That's not my problem right there. Hello, what's this? What's in here? Is there good stuff in here? Lols. You just don't look, you just... Oh, this is glorious. His pants are stuck that way. Oh, this is great. I like how they actually designed the pants with like a little button up there. I like how they did that. Broke that upper torso mesh by getting it stuck in the lower body mesh. Don't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about it. Like, it's fine. Look, it's completely normal to do this. Like, people look like this, okay? Like, I am setting real... What are those things called? I was setting body standards for women. DC late. I was late by 3 minutes. And it's because I have a story for Fokker, okay? I have a story specifically for Fokker. And it's a positive story. What up? Hold on. Wait, hold on. Am I missing this? Josephine wants to betray. Buried secrets. Oh, Hill's request. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Oops.
Help me! Please! Help me! Please!
Nope. I'm sorry, Beth. You were saying something? No, not at all. Ishka's been nervous about Salvation of Vampires, Silly Dognar, Josephine is used to read. Lay by you need to realize we have timer and you can see how long you've been streaming. I don't believe you. I don't believe that's what you I don't believe that's the truth. I think deep down you don't know. I think you know deep down that's not true. You don't have that. You don't have timers. You don't know. For all you know, I've been streaming for 30 minutes and you would never know. You would never know.
All on sale. Today only.
But no, I have a story for Fokker because it's a story of positivity. It's a story of hope. And I know how much he freaking hates it 9 minutes in. Look, I am 9 minutes in and I'm still getting turned around because I have a story to tell and I want to tell it, but I'm also like trying to figure out, okay, what was I doing? Where was I going? It's been a whole week since I played this. So, that buddy of mine who reached out to... Alright, so there's a friend of mine. Yeah, just for Fokker. There's a friend of mine who reached out to me, who's very left-leaning. Who reached out... Fuck you too, man. Yeah, no, who are you? I love you, DC. You're good people. I'm not, but you are. Oh, but in all seriousness, it's always good to see you here, bud. But no. See, there was there's a friend of mine who reached out to me after Trump won, and he wanted me to give him the non-retarded reasons as to why Trump won, and I go, well, I mean, first off, don't worry, he's making you sit through this game. And I said, you know, like, hey, well, first off, you asked the wrong person, because my first response is, how did he win? I don't know, he won the election. And I'm like, it seems pretty simple. People voted for him. Which, you know, after the whole now tell me what you really think. Because he stopped talking to me for 4 years. After Biden got elected, he stopped talking to me for 4 years. Now, this is somebody who I've known for over a decade. Trump won because Kamala in their campaign, plus little no cheating. That is absolutely not true. There was tons of cheating. There was tons of dude, look at elections now and the things that they've done. There are tons of cheating. That's not the issue, though. The issue is... Oh, hold on, it's the wrong way. There's 15 million less cheating. Yeah, I know. But that's not... The thing is that you're looking at one instance. You're looking at one exact instance. That was a massive overreach, and I think that even they knew it, right? They way overdid it for 2020 because I think that they thought that Trump was going to be that much bigger, right? This year, that's exactly what he got. They're cheating in Arizona blatantly. They've been cheating in other races too. It's not just Arizona. It's other races as well. The thing is that Democrats cheat in every election. I fundamentally believe that America is a mostly right-wing country. Like, Republicans are more popular than Democrats by a wide margin, in my opinion. The problem is that you've got some states that have let things go, and you've got Republicans that are I would say right-leaning people that want to believe the best in others, and so they let other things go. For instance, and I think that a lot of that leads to, like, no voter ID and things like that, where like, well, you know, maybe, maybe not. Like, maybe it's okay, maybe it is this, maybe it's that. Let's see, suspects, districts, Grimhaven Bay. Nope, okay. Let's see. Witnesses? Nope. Victims? Nope. Officers? Nope. By a county, the country is wildly conservative. The problem is that the lefties flock to major population centers and over the rest of the state because of it. I mean, yes, that's part of it. Okay, come on. Let's do... Nope. There we go. J. Callahan to Captain Lyons. We received today a report about the latest victims of the so-called vampire. Several blood-drained corpses were found in the backyard of an old church road between C. Smith Avenue and Maple Lane East in Salvation Harbor. I sent a patrol to inspect the crime scene. The bodies were similar to the previous drained corpses in Coverside, Shells, and Reed Heights. No witnesses have come forward at this time. Do you think that his feet rolled up, like, to his chest after he was done being sucked dry? Oh, hello. Investigate this, to whom you may concern. There's a conspiracy brewing in the city. It's the Fishmen! I know you couldn't confirm my previous reports, but this time it's different. They're taking over. Their rancid underwater gold has been surfacing around the city. Soon they will have enough to buy out everybody. Your institution must investigate this. I took the initiative and performed a preliminary investigation. Yes, I know I don't have a license, which is exactly why I need someone who does. I am sending you the first batch of my notes. More notes will follow as I carry on my research. The conspiracy is real! The Fishmen! The Fishmen! Regards, Sims. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Oh, jeez. Okay. That's absolutely it. Republicans win overwhelmingly by counties. It's not even close if you look at voting map by county. No, I agree. But I think that most people are right-wing. But you have Democrats that feed upon Republicans and right-wing people's good nature, thinking that we're trying to make the world a better place, and they inherently just let it go until it gets to the point where you can't do anything about it, i.e. California. Now let's do this. Alright, so... East Salvation Harbor. Oh, Salvation Harbor. I was looking at Grimhaven Bay. East Salvation Harbor, Old Church Road. Old Church Road. Between C. Smith Avenue and Maple Lane. Alright, Old Church Road. Where's C. Smith Avenue? Alright, right here. We can do something about it if they advocate for pushing LGBT crazy on kids, round them up for trains. Well, that's the thing, is that Trump... Anyway, like I was saying, everybody knows they cheat. Everybody knows the Democrats cheat. It is not a hidden thing. And I don't necessarily mean like, oh, they're doing something illegal. No, they've made the cheating legal. Like, that's what they're doing. Like, that's what illegal immigration is all about. But anyway, like I was saying, the funny part is that I had a friend of mine. He was a borderline communist. And he's a good friend of mine. But he was married to a communist. Well, not even married. Living with a woman who was married, and she was a communist. No, is a communist. She is a just psychotic communist. Like, I met her once, and when she found out, because she just knew that I was his friend, and when she found out that I was not politically aligned with her, she literally took a step back from me and looked at me like I slapped her across the face. Like, she didn't know what to do with me. I was the enemy, and here I was, like, having lunch with them and being kind to her, and, like, we didn't bring up politics. I think somebody said something, and I kind of chuckled, and I said, yeah, that'll work. And then she realized, oh, he's not one of us. And I was like, you okay? And that's whenever he had to tell me, oh, no, she's like, she's a full-blown commie. And I was like, why are you dating this woman? Oh, God. Friends! How dare you? You must think like... No, seriously, that's the way she was. And so after... and their relationship went, like, in a couple different directions. And again, I'm not trying to be mean to anybody. I'm just giving kind of some background on this person, alright? This is not to be mean to him or make fun of him or anything like that. I think that he made some terrible freaking decisions being with that chick. However... I still think he's made some terrible decisions. However, he has had a kid with her, so sound is out of saying, I will fix this post-haste. One moment, please. Alright, let's try this again. If you see someone that reads communist literature, they may be a communist. If you see someone that talks about going on struggle out, they may be a communist. If you hear someone says I'm a communist, they may be a communist. Yeah, no, she was a communist. She was an avowed communist. And, sound is better. You're still talking, though, so it's not perfect. Well, that's unfortunate. I can't help you.
Nothing useful inside. Old clothes and garbage, but this letter may be helpful.
This is my final warning. If you don't pay for me for the month due, I'll sell all your belongings and you'll be out on the street. No one may live in the Devil's Reef and avoid payment without consequences. Hell yeah! Hey, look, shotgun shells. Anyway, so she... Let's just say this. Someone who's politically aligned as I am a communist and there's no room for anything else is going to have some complicated relationship problems, right? That's anybody who's just so diehard in an ideology that they can't live without it, right? She is still this way, okay, from my understanding. However, he has had a kid with her, and after years of talking to this guy, and by the way, he was aligned politically with her for years, maybe a little bit more moderate on some things, but overall, he was very much in line with her. He believed everything she believed, maybe not as fervently, but he believed everything she believed.
He didn't die immediately. These are some savage bites.
But after discussing things with me, because I've been talking to him since before 2016, this week, after talking with him, he is unfortunately back with this horrible psychotic woman, but he's there for his kid, which is good. He's asking me now, like, how does he learn to get a gun? Like, how does he get a gun, where to learn to use it, and all that fun stuff. He was vehemently anti-gun for the longest time. The longest time. And after multiple long conversations and a lot of patience, he's come around. He's even convinced this communist that having a gun is okay for a private citizen.
Caught this shotgun blast.
I don't know why she needed, I don't know why she needed convincing on that. He's afraid Trump is going to come for him. No, I think that he's the value of it now. Like, after watching COVID kind of set him on the edge, right? And then just kind of seeing how crazy things have been.
Didn't spill a single drop of blood.
I think it kind of pushed him to a point where he's like, wait a minute, hold on. The world isn't always going to be happy-go-lucky and safe. Maybe there is something to, like, being able to defend yourself.
Take this, damn corpse!
Oof. Living on the edge.
Order me, priestess, and I will serve.
This seems pretty obvious. Oh, there's this one. So, again...
Eat this, buddy. Hope none of those hungry worm skins saw you here.
Okay. Let's see what we got.
Read this, buddy.
But just remember,
If
if you know, this is why I've always advocated for, you know, talking to people
Usha attacked
and
three
just, you know,
Innsmouthers before
making
a
those
man
relationships,
appeared
man. That's
and
how you
tried to
change people's
shoot her.
minds. It took him a
She
decade to
called
get
him
there,
Raymond and
but he did.
hypnotized him
And now we're gonna go find him
somehow.
one. And now we're gonna go find him something. Not this weekend, but next weekend, hopefully. So again, like, it bullets through brain pans change minds too. They do, but like, it's better. Look, I'm a big fan of turning an enemy into a friend is far more valuable than just turning an enemy into a body. Like, switching somebody onto your side is a much more productive thing to do than anything else. A man named Raymond saw Devil's Reef Hotel. Devil's Reef Hotel. That's where I stayed, actually. And so, again, there is hope. See, this is somebody who was a out-and-out communist. These are some people that don't deserve that. The psychos out there trying to indoctrinate children aren't needed. But yeah, but think about what you get. Think about the power in converting them. What is he looking for? A pistol, rifle, shotgun? What is he looking for in a gun? Is he looking for something to carry, just shoot with, or home defense? Yes. So I really don't know, aside from that he wants one. It is for personal defense. He is skittish around them. So he's a little... He is not somebody that would out and out want to... He's not the kind of person that like goes, oh, I want to go in like all in. No, he's like, I want something, but I want to be safe with it. And I'm like, well, yeah, you should be safe with it, but just keep in mind that, you know, like, this is designed to end people. Like, this is something that's obvious.
I found a debt letter from you at a crime scene. Can you tell me who it was for?
Like, you're gonna
I have
just
no
realize what
idea.
you're getting into.
Why? Do you send that many of them?
Yes, thanks to all you damn newcomers flooding Oakmont. I have a form letter that I adapt. Well, make a newcomer adapt for me to pay his debt. Got 50 of them back here right now. Clever, eh?
Indeed.
He needs to train.
Less
He has to
useful
commit
than
and
I
get
hoped,
comfortable
though.
with it. Being skittish will just be as bad as being... And I've told him that. And so, like, I was like, look, what we'll do is we'll go to a range and we'll do that. I myself am more of a Smith enjoyer.
I believe a man named Raymond lives
I'm
here.
not even going to worry
How's
about
your
what
business?
right now.
I need to talk to him.
You'd
You know,
be better off
because he was
talking
talking to
the
me a
wall.
little bit about it
Raymond
during
Archer ain't
COVID. Like, he
here.
was thinking about it.
Left a few days ago.
And I said, look,
never
man.
came back.
Well, actually, I guess, yeah, this is the
Didn't
beginning of
pay
COVID.
Either.
He was getting a little bit
newcomer.
nervous
What about
because
his
he was
will?
starting to see all the psychosis
Leave any
from
belongings
COVID and like what it
behind?
did to people.
Pile of
He started
weird
getting
stuff
upset and kind
broken
of...
junk.
But like
Take
right
a
around
look if
then,
you
right
want.
whenever like
It's the room
Biden got
next to
elected, he stopped
yours.
talking to me.
See you later.
So it is something that has been weighing on him, and he's finally kind of come around to my idea because I've become friends with him, and I've been friends with him for a while. He then, you know, trusts me, like, hey, look, I'm not gonna shove this down your throat. Like, I'm not gonna make you do it or like berate you for doing it. But it is something that I think is important because you never
seen some
know.
of these places.
You'd rather have it, you'd rather
Backyard
have it and not need it
corpses.
than you not
Just
have it.
Phil's
And the
house.
very fact that you have it will probably
Where'd
make
you
it a lot
draw all
easier
this?
to
Did Raymond get
get
this
away
air
from it.
tank from the same place I did?
Huh. But what he wants exactly, I don't know. But I'm not even worried about like the model or anything like that. I want him to find something that he's comfortable with and not play with it, but train with it. 3rd of October. Found work at a flooded lab on Moreland Road between C. Smith Avenue and Powderhouse Street. Boss says some weird stuff, but sounds like there'll be gold at the end. 20th of October. Prepared everything for the mission, including getting a diving suit. Good thing I know how to use it too, because the place is underwater. Boss said the entrance is marked with 5 big stones. 23rd of October. Or 23rd of October. Barely got out with the mummy he wanted, and worse, there was no gold in her tomb. Taking the mummy to the lab. My egghead companion claims he can talk to the dead. Hopefully she'll tell him where the gold is. 9th of January. I can't. How is it even possible? How can I know? No sleep, no rest. The mummy. Usha's whispering all the time. Hiding underwater, in her tomb. Spare me. Get out of my head. Yeah, if I recall, you need to shoot like, to shot like what, roughly once a year to make sure you are proficient at shooting. I mean,
I've seen some of these places.
I probably need to go shooting more often than I
Backyard
do.
with corpses.
I don't spend nearly enough time in the range. I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely don't. I need to spend more time in the range. My issue is that time and just the cost of ammunition. It's better, but not great. You need to go more than once a year. You need to do a lot with the dry practice. So you can get like a laser. Like, you get one of those little, like, I would call them like little games where you have like the little laser bullet where you load it in the chamber, you pull the trigger, and then it puts the laser on there, and it actually records how well you did. The main thing that you can do, and this is something that I used to do a lot, is especially no, don't get the laser. No laser. I've heard that was good. I've never used it. I've heard that's what you can do. I know that, like, for what I used to do to help me kind of train like my arm to not get tired. Back whenever I really wanted to get good at like pistol marksmanship, and I've unfortunately stopped practicing this, is I would take the biggest soup can I could find, like the biggest like Campbell's soup can, and I would be like, don't touch this, and I took the label off of it on purpose so that nobody would know what was in it, and I would stick it in the back of the pantry. I was like 17, and I would watch TV. And I would occasionally, this would be late at night, I would literally just hold the soup can up, and I would just lift it up, and I would hold it over, like, the line of sight to my TV, so I would cut the TV in half. And I would just do that, like, once every 10 seconds. And I would just hold it there for, like, 5 or 6 seconds. Just to kind of help train my hand to stay steady. And so that, like, I would be hopefully easier with that. Let's see. Flooded in northern Salvation Harbor. I'm all the way back down here, okay. Moreland Road between Seasmith Avenue. Okay, Moreland Road. I'll read those in just a second, but I gotta find Moreland Road. Another thing you could do is, if you go shooting with somebody, have somebody tell you whether or not, like, don't have them tell you, but like, have a friend load the gun. Like, hey, here's 3 rounds of the magazine, and just don't tell you that you've got 3 rounds of the magazine, or even just a single bullet, so that you can just see how well you're flinching. Like, that's another thing you can do. Like, there's a lot of different things you can train yourself on how to do, just to kind of get an idea of where you are. I agree with more than once a year, but I thought it was recommended to shot your gun at least once per year just to make sure you are okay with it. But it does help you get used to that first shot so that you don't just slap the trigger and drop your first shot. More than that, depending on the person, you have a certain level of depreciation of the skills. Yeah, I learned last time I went shooting that I really hate my pistol. I hate it. My alleged pistol. Sorry, my alleged pistol. I hate my my handheld fun in the sun. Allegedly. I don't like it. And it's striker fire. That's why I don't like it. I hate those. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. You cannot convince me they're good. You cannot convince me to ever like pistols that are striker fire. I don't like them. The trigger has too much pull. I hate it. I hate it. I have to pull the trigger twice. Striker's fine. You're just retarded. No, it's just because I was raised on single action. Not single action. I'm sorry. I was raised on hammer fire. Premature ejection. Yeah. No. It's because whenever I'm pulling the trigger, I'm ready and I'm lined up. But as I keep pulling, I throw my aim off. So as I keep pulling the trigger, it throws my aim off, and I don't like it. And so like I have to every time I go to train or I go to like practice, I have to tell myself mentally, yeah, but like every time I have to do that mentally, I have to prep myself, be like, okay, you have to pull the trigger twice. Well, tell her to sit still. Which, jeez. No, her sitting still might be the problem, actually. I could probably get back into dry firing practice. Look, it was drilled into me that dry firing practice is always a scary thing to do. Like, I know it's not, but it just always scares the crap out of me because it was drilled into me. Between Seasmith Avenue and Powderhouse Street on Moreland Road. Oh, there it is. And it's right here.
Joseph Hill's house.
Like my Smith, but I also owned a Taurus because I was broke and wanted a concealed carry gun, so I bought that one. I would not recommend it, to be honest, unless you are just looking for a cheap functional gun. Yeah, no, I'm gonna steer away from that stuff. Like, I'm not gonna like hand him garbage, but it is gonna be interesting because I'm very excited to see what he's. It is exciting that he's willing to even go there. My trigger drops right back at the wall before the break. I am used to weapons that when you touch the trigger, it goes. That's how I learned to shoot. And that's how I learned to shoot for like the first 15 years of my life. It is... And I used to shoot a lot. Like, my dad and I would shoot a lot. So we were always at a range. We would spend days out in a field just taking shots off. You should be practicing to take the slack up when you pull. It's natural for me. I have to kind of tell myself to like pre-pull. Is this what I have to do? Is like, okay, you because if you pull it, you have like, I would say not even a quarter of an inch, like maybe an eighth of an inch. Then myth use lotion. You have like an eighth of an inch. of pull, extra pull at the minimum, and I don't like it. Like right now, I'm debating with myself on what I want to buy: a new comp pistol or just a build a new rifle. It depends. Like, what do you? I mean, there's not a wrong answer, right? The only wrong answer is the one that you don't make. Smith & Wesson MP 2.0 PC and 40. I love that gun. Then Myth used lotion. Of course I used lotion. Who wouldn't use lotion? Look, baby oil and lotiony titties are always great, man. Like, I mean, I always use the baby oil. Diddy told me this. I have a Hollow Sun 507C on it. Once you go RDS, you only treat iron sights as backup. I need to get a real functional red dot. We'll see. Why do you think he had a premature injection? I had one because I thought it would be fun. Oh god, wrong way. Nope, nope, get up there. It's the screeching eels, your highness. Alright, let's get out the rifle. Let's get out the K98. His hand slipped. Wow, just open up with the, you're about to get messed up. Got it. Oh wow, they're really telling me how screwed I am. Oh, I've got 4 knowledge points. Jeez. I haven't even been upgrading myself. That is how much I've been like focusing on playing the game. Let's see here. I can't take any more of this. My heart is breaking when I look into the hungry eyes of my family. They are still trying to smile, saying that someday this horror will end, but I know the truth. I think they also understand this. There's no salvation. I've stashed a bullet for each of us. There's no need for them to know what I'm going to do. Goodbye, my beloved. I hope you'll forgive me. Well. You down, son. Geisha, I swear this doesn't happen often. I haven't been out lately, I swear. Oh god. I think the average woman's complaint is that it takes too long. Look, if you're going to actually habitually waste electricity, stop crying about electric bills. Hello. Mother of God. Fireball! 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 Ow. So good! Wow, he exploded. Too long for you to get it up, Myth. That's right. That's right. She has to work for it. That's how I see it. Yellow Bud just headed to bed. Sorry, kidding. Oh, that's okay, Mr. Blue. Well, thank you for dropping in. I appreciate it. I hope you sleep well, sir. Have a good night's sleep. Hopefully it is restful sleep. Alright, let's see. What can we reload? Nothing. Let's see here. What do we got? Oh, more stuff. Do you hear that? That's the sound of amazing. Let's see. This is a little nook. Nobody bought. You don't just waste nooks. You put books there or something. You don't just waste perfectly good nooks, you bastards. Monsters. A lot of these people. All of them. Monsters. But yeah, no, I thought I would share that story because, again, if you just be friends with people, if you just be friends with them, yeah, sometimes it doesn't pay off. Sometimes it doesn't pay off at all. But sometimes it does. And when it does, you get an advocate. And you get an advocate for life. Because, again, it doesn't matter what happens. Like, even though the Biden administration, he's like, nope, I don't want to deal with that. Eventually, he joined my side. Fall through the hole. Alright, let's do it. I'm game. I don't mind going into dark and mysterious places. Here we go. This isn't Legend of Zelda where I, like, when I fall through, I die. Now, there have been rumors about vampires in the Salvation Harbor. Okay. That's where I'm at. Moreland Road, between C. Smith Avenue, right? C. Smith Avenue, right? Moreland Road, C. Smith Avenue, Powderhouse Street. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Well, that hole did nothing. You just stamp in there and it smells like fish. Ah, so it's someone who does not take proper care of themselves. Understood. Someone who does not have proper hygiene, as we say. Well, what's it? What am I supposed to get in here? Oops, wrong one. Okay. But I thought that would at least bring a smile to Fokker's Day. But anyway, I also believe that if you get somebody like this, there's an abortion doctor, right? Who he did 1,200 abortions, right? That's bad. It's terrible. It's awful. But once he was converted to that side, he became a powerful advocate for that, like against it, right? So I always believe in converting your enemies is far more effective than demonizing them. If you can convert an enemy and turn them into an ally, they're going to fight 10 times harder for your side than they would than anybody else. It's nothing bad with getting people on your side by default, but if you can convert somebody from the other side, it means they've had a shift in belief. This sounds almost like a communist. What? What does? Someone who does like an abortion doctor? But he is a very powerful advocate now for anti-abortion stuff. Like, he tells people straight up, he goes, no, this is killing babies. He goes, I killed babies. You know, that's what he said. He's like, I've murdered 1,200 innocent children. That is the truth. Like, that is the, and he speaks to women on this stuff that are thinking about getting an abortion. It's a very interesting thing. Like, but again, he was converted from one thing to the next. He realized what he was doing was wrong, and when he did, he was like, wow, I have done something terrible. So again, I'm always a big advocate for trying to convert my enemies way more than, like, beat them and pummel them down. You do, Beth. I know you are a closeted commie. You read Karl Marx before you go to sleep, right before you allow your wife to spend time with her boyfriend. Wow. That's a statement. Do you think I let other dicks in this house? Is that what you think? Oh ye of silly faith. Okay, am I missing something? Okay. It's got to be something I'm missing here. Good God. Closeted commie. Good God. No. See, communists are inherently gay furries, and I'm not a gay furry. I can't accept that. Why do I feel like there should be something right here? Is there something in here? Maybe? I don't know. Briefcase? No? Okay, I've read notes. I've looked around. I thought Nazis are gay furries nowadays. Or are they? Is that the new thing? Are the Nazis the gay furries? Look, I don't know. All I know is that Nick Fuentes, the kid who, you know, was big on Trump, that went Kamala, that went back to Trump because Trump won. The autist who thinks that he's gonna be cool one day. I know he's kind of a gay furry. Yeah, there are a few. Okay, well, I don't really understand that. Look, I don't understand furries in general. I don't even understand their fascination with IT. I've only known one furry, and god dang it, I use the term "no" very, very loosely. I knew of them. They were not, how you say, they were not normal. Fat dude who is named like Greg, who went by like Christine, covered his office cubicle with just loads of creepy furry pictures. Like, some of them were animated and those looked okay, but like the real ones were really weird. Like him in like different fursuits. Wait, is this the guy who thinks he's responsible for getting most of the presidents elected? I don't think it's that guy. I know that Nick Fuentes believes that the Gripers or whatever are the next big wave, but like there are none. There's like less than 100 of them. And his movement started like in 2016. I remember because in 2016 he was like trying to ride the wave of Trump. And slowly but surely, just like Alex Jones, eventually their online DMs and stuff got leaked, and like I think Alex Jones and him both around the same time have like tranny porn on their phones, which kind of hurt their image a little bit. Except for Nick was like very closeted gay, and then his like best friends were leaving him en masse because he was doing really weird stuff, like saying really gay stuff to them. He is beginning a furry spurt. Well, most lefties are more in common with Nazis than they recognize. So that checks out. Well, of course they are. I mean, because they're both authoritarians. I mean, like communists and Nazis are both authoritarians. Of course they're going to be that way. Okay, hold on. My sanity went down over here? My sanity is slowly draining over here. Which isn't good, but that means maybe there's something over here that I missed. No? Dude, I don't know. I don't hear anything. Alright, whoa. Sanity's dropping. You have sanity? I do! Yeah, don't forget about the hatred of anyone who disagrees with them to the point of using violence against them. Yeah, that's what I was thinking with my friend's wife, girlfriend person. I was fairly certain that chick was going to try and hit me whenever she found out that I was not also an avowed communist. Alright, my sanity keeps dropping, which is kind of weird. Is it just the fish face? I don't know. Alright, I'm confused. Which isn't hard, but, you know, I'm pretty sure I've walked over this place a couple times. Flooded lab and Northern Salvation Harbor. Okay. Okay, is there something else here, or? Dead at 31. But yeah, no. So I just wanted to share that story just to remind Fokker that, you know what, there is hope. That even the filthy commies can be converted once they see the light. All they have to have is a friend that can guide them there. That's all it takes. See, sometimes talking to people and being nice to them and being kind to them and being a friend even when it's hard. Sometimes it works. And also, like, I did keep a lot of people that were around us at the time from going, like, far left during that time frame, because I was like, actually, this isn't true, and this is not true, and that is true, but there's a reason, like, this is the case. Like, we've talked about this stuff all the time. I can guide them to the light, even if I have to ask John Moses Browning for help. Well, first off, you should always ask John Moses Browning for help. That and Hiram Maxim. These are your two friends. Like... Maybe one day what we'll do is we'll talk about all the inventions of Hiram Maxim. That man was insane. I genuinely believe that man was crazy. Like, that man was so... What up, Mr. Guns and Knives? So we just got done talking about guns. Alright, I'm confused. Where am I gonna go? I don't understand. I picked up this dude's letter. Let's see. No witnesses coming forward. Where's that thing? Where is this thing? A man named Raymond. Where is it? Am I at the wrong place? Am I actually at the wrong place? Well, there's a gun. Asshole, Saint John Moses. He's right. Saint John Moses Browning. Yes, I'm sorry. I apologize. I should use his correct title. I apologize. Forgive me. I will cross myself and say at least 3 Hail Marys. Oh, is this it? 3 Hail Marys. Or no, hail 50 cal. Hail M2. There we go. Okay, I was just across the street. My bad. Alright, fine, my bad. The hidden labs. The labs
Someone
which are hidden.
really wanted to get inside this room.
Yeah, the room with the broken windows. Assholes recording animals in distress for social media instead of rescuing the animal right away are next door to scum. I'm sorry, did that happen? Because... Hello. Sexy. Oh, please tell me to get to see some tatas.
She won't tell you about the Tiganar or gold. She won't talk to you. Only the seed may know.
That's what you do. You chain your women up to these poles and you just beat them until they make sandwiches. That's what you do.
I don't think these tools were used for surgery.
Well, that's not true. Just not the kind of surgery that you'd probably want to do, like on a person you want to live. That's very different. You shall do 3 desk pops with 40, chambered in 45. Good lord. Is that the fishwoman from 40K? Which one? Be specific. The essential saltas of animals that may be so prepared and preserved, that an ingenious man may have the whole Ark of Noah in his own study, and raise the fine shape of an animal out of its ashes at his pleasure. And by the like method from the essential salts of humane dust, a philosopher may, without any criminal necromancy, call up the shape of any dead ancestor from the dust whereinto his body has been incinerated. Borellus. That Fushy that was on your team. Oh, you mean Cassia. Yes, maybe. There we go. Let me get some more water here. Kitten is stuck in some channel/drainage ditch mewling, and this person records them from multiple angles. See, I don't know. Did I tell y'all about the kitten that I saved? I found a home for him like the same day, and I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with him because I was like, we cannot take another one. I'm sorry. Like I used to do this all day. Like I used to do this for not a living. I used to do it all the time to like rescue animals, but I just can't do it anymore. And I found a little black kitten that like we almost ran it over on our way to dinner, and as much as Geisha loves the fact that I'm very, very attached to animals and that I do like helping them, she's like, we can't take another one. And my response is, well, it almost got run over. I took it. She was not happy about it.
It looks like
but she understood.
Ashes mixed with salt. I do not want to know.
But I was like, okay, we gotta take it home. I gotta give it a bath. I gotta find it a home. I was like, I need to get rid of this as fast as possible. And luckily for me, my neighbor took him. So I was like, I literally got home, and immediately I was like, hey, do you want a kitten? And he's like, actually, yeah. Our dog is like getting older. He's not as active as he used to be. And like his wife was standing next to him, and she's like, is that a kitten? And I was like, oof, okay, I may have just made a mistake here. I may have made an enemy. Because I was asking him, not her. I know the answer for her is yes. I'm worried about finding a kid in a situation like that because I would rescue it and keep it. There's nothing wrong with rescuing an animal and keeping him. Especially a kitten. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Like, it's okay. Look, okay, look at it this way. God, life, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you believe in, if a abandoned animal crosses your path, maybe you're supposed to have it. Maybe you're supposed to have it, and maybe that you've been given that animal to take care of. Maybe it's supposed to help you along your journey somewhere. Maybe it's to help you realize that, you know what, it's okay. I have a soft spot for animals. Goes, yeah, that's right. I have 2, and I'm looking to move. I don't need another resource drain at the moment. I love them despite that. Yeah, kittens are great. All animals are great, especially if they're raised well. Like, I mean, even one of our cats who was feral when he was given to me, stinking, just, ugh. And I had to spend 2 months training this cat to not be a dick. He's still a dick, but he's less of a dick. I had to train a cat to not be feral because, like, long story short, someone gave it to us after trying to rescue animals because they thought that if I could do it, they could do it. And I go, no, that's not how this works. Like, you have to actually work with an animal, and like you have to get them where they need to be. You have to play with them. It's not just you take them into your home and they just integrate. It's not that easy. Like, if they're sick, you have to take care of them. If they're wounded, you got to take care of them. If you're you got to do all this stuff for them. You have to bathe them, and then you have to, like, okay, can you be given to somebody? And if they can't, how do you get them there? And that's the hardest part. It's not even socialization. It's just getting them to unlearn bad behaviors. It's a hard thing to do in an animal. And he still does some of the stuff that he did before. Like, you know, most of my other cats, they were, you know, they were house pets. He was not. So occasionally, I'll come home to a bloody mess on my porch. And it's just blood and viscera everywhere. I have two, and I'm looking at them. So yeah, you have to socialize. If they look like myth, you got to take care of them. Bang! Oh, god dang it. That's horrible. I meant for feral cats. First step, socialization. Many of the bad behaviors from living outside, they may never unlearn. You can... Look, I've never met an animal that won't unlearn. Like, unless it's, like, you're talking, like, old. If it's an old animal, like, to the point where, you know... Once they're past their prime, let's put it that way, then it becomes really hard. When they're in their prime, they can still learn. But even then, like, once they get to the point where they don't have as much hustle, they don't have as much interaction, they're not as alert or perceptive, then you'll have the problem. That's what I've seen. Now, I'm sure that there's a doctor out there or a vet that would say, "Of course not. It's ridiculous. Remember, you can't do it past 6 months." It's like I took a fully grown animal that literally attacked people on sight, and I found it a home in 6 months, and I also got it to the point where it was a lap cat. Like, you can do it if you try. Like, it does take effort, and yes, it is effort, but you can do it. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't, but you can do it. 7th of June. Materialization successful. Had to burn subject with acid to make talk. Who could imagine the entrance was a crypt? 12th of September. Materialization successful. Hard to understand the deceased. Dialect is very old, and he knows nothing about stopping madness. 23rd of October. Raven found the mummy I was after, but she refuses to discuss Cthulhu or madness. Even acid didn't help. I like how this guy's just going to acid. It's like, talk. No. Ah! Talk! Just he's got a cup of it. 9th of January. This Dane Raymond was once his gold, but she remained silent. Told me I'm not K-chosen. We must try harder. Usha may wish for death, but as long as I have her essential salts, I can revive her. There'll be no escape from the pain. Do you have to wait and let the animal come to you when it's ready? It depends on the animal, really. It's what I would just say that. Think of it this way. Every animal is just like every other person. Sometimes you have to approach it. Other times it needs to approach you. Most animals, I'd argue, they need to come to you. But you need to be a dominant person in the room so that they know who's in charge.
Rich Hill. Go ask her about gold. Nonsense about damn hard.
Ow. Ow! That hurt. That hurt bad. I mean, for me, it really helps. Oh god, there's no way out of here. There's no way out of here. Ow. It's a firebomb. That monster's on fire. Many are food motivated, so you build trust that way. Again, depending upon the animal. So, like, for some animals, you know, I know people don't like this, but showing that you are not afraid of them and that whenever they swipe at you, you will swipe back. That's what I had to do with Sunny. Sunny's a good cat now, but he needed to learn that I would not put up with him doing certain things. And so I would never withhold food from him, but he would scratch at me. And I would take my hawking gloves and I would slap him across the back with them. He did not like that. Because he didn't like being, you know, he didn't like not being the dominant one. It wouldn't hurt him, but it's heavy. And so it's just all of a sudden this heavy weight on his back. He didn't like that. And so he learned not to swipe at me. And one day he went to do it and he stopped. And now he doesn't even think about it at all. He actually will sit next. He's not a lap cat, but he'll sit next to me. I can pet him. I can pick him up. He's fine with it.
Help me, you bastard! Stop this monstrosity! Let me in!
This guy was smart. Cat abuser. Yep. As long as he did what I told him to do, that's all that matters to me.
You'll poke the ceiling circles.
Time to figure this out.
That's not very hard. Yeah, most animals hate when the shit is on their back. It's like a survival instinct. Well, it means this because it's a submission thing, right? You know, that's why, like, you know, whenever a cat gets their neck nipped, that's a submission thing. It means that you are no longer in control. I am.
Ask her about gold, not that nonsense about Kathy damn har or seals. You help me!
I've always used a spray bottle. It's easier to stay off things or out of places. I've never really cared so much if my cats are on things. So like I've got a cat that will occasionally try to get on the table during dinner time. I'll just pick him up and just move him down.
Hill fled, leaving Raymond alone with her.
Oh, okay.
Stop! She has something to say.
Raymond,
Yeah, it was kind of fun to put my dog in his air
looking for you.
jail
We have to
whenever
talk
she
about the
misbehaved.
undead
Wow.
lion.
You
I don't like my
need
cats taking
to
on service
hurt her.
like tablet or tables and countertops. I don't mind
Knows
that.
what you want. She can offer a deal.
You were for Usha? What happened?
Last I heard, you were trying to shoot Usha, but now you're her messenger. Why the about face?
She took this body as her vessel. She doesn't want to frighten you.
Well,
Wow.
using a man as a puppet is still creepy, Usha.
No, that's good. That's good. So, you know, it's the first time I think I've ever heard of a woman penetrating a man, but, you know, whatever. Wait, hold on. Pegging exists. Never mind.
What deal are you talking about?
You, chosen, must descend into the depths, into the shell. She knows the way.
I need to enter to stop the madness. If you tell me how to do it, I won't pursue you.
Generous. She has another offer. Help her, and she will tell you how to meet your destiny.
Oh, fun. Oh, I've missed one. I've done that with many. They step out of line and I would bop them on the head gently, the same way they do the other cats to make them stop. See, like whenever they're feral though, that's a much harder thing to do because they will swipe at you harder. And that's kind of like where you have to be the one that they're scared of because they need to fear you before they can respect you. Now, like one of my cats, like Sonny, he's a good cat now. He comes and goes as he pleases, but he knows that, like, you know, with especially with when family comes over, he stays mostly away from them. Not because he's mean, but because he knows that if he does something, I'm going to go after him. Like again, he was an older cat when we get. I want to say basically when we got him. But he's learned. He's housebroken. He does everything he needs to do, and he doesn't mind being pet. If you go up there and you pet him, he'll be fine. But when a lot of people come around, he doesn't like a lot of people, so he'll usually go outside. And I let him go outside. I don't fight him on it. Just staring at a cat or dog work. Don't do that. Don't do that. Especially dogs. Don't do that. Staring down a dog, depending upon the dog, will get the dog to attack you because it's a mark of dominance in a way, in some capacity. I've had a dog literally jump and pounce on me and drag me to the ground for staring him down. I don't know why people think that works. I don't know if it works on any animal. What you want to do is you want to try and like get the dog or the cat to come to you. I would never recommend staring down an animal. I've got scars from that. Like, I've never heard anybody do it successfully. I know it's really cool in an anime or whatever when they do it, but don't do that. Staring down a cat, the cat will just look at you like, what do you want? And they'll just keep looking at you until they get bored. But for the dogs, yeah, no, don't do that. Like, you can try. Like, think of it this way. When you're staring something down like that intently, that dog thinks that you're going to attack them because that's like a survival instinct. Cats, like, you stare at them, and they're just like, I'm faster than you. I can move faster than you, and it doesn't matter what you do. I'll be out of here faster than you can do, or you can move. Dogs, like they're gonna stare down their prey before they strike. You know. So I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. Now, granted, I mean, to be fair, I've only tried, like, kind of getting a dog to look at me and kind of stay looking at me to see if I can get him to come to me once. But, like, the moment I broke eye contact, like, somebody distracted me. and I was trying to kind of coax him over, but I was kind of just staring him down a little bit. He jumped on me, and I have scars on my right arm for that. Depends on the dog. See, I wouldn't do it just because I got dragged to the ground for it. Like, I literally have scars on my right arm for it. They're not horrible. You can barely see them now. That was years ago, but I would not recommend it. I would really not recommend that. I would be very careful when you're trying to stare down an animal. Again, and I'm sure that there's some people that go, oh, you'll be fine. It's like, maybe you will, but I know that, like, it's pretty nasty. Oh, wussy. Well, look, when you get a dog to drag you to the ground, you only want that to happen once, and it's because that you preferred it wouldn't happen at all. But once is enough.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Kill sorcerer Joseph. He does not let her rest. He will pursue and enslave her once again.
Why did you tell this to
You could have
Joseph?
just told Joseph what he wanted. What difference would it have made?
The sorcerer does not deserve these gifts. He is guided by pride and greed. She waited for the K chosen.
Oh,
to
good. She
appear.
speaks in the third person.
Here you are, marked, tied up by fate. She sees it in your eyes, wide shut.
Yeah, my dog is pretty submissive, to be honest. Albeit, whenever I would stare her down, she would normally want to play. Like, she either would play fight or run and grab the toy she wanted me to play. See, like, if it's a housebroken animal, I think it's a bit different. Like, wild is harder. I fought an adult Rottweiler before. It attacked me first. Yeah, no, I've never had a dog just straight up attack me. Aside from the ones that I've, like, the one that I tried to stare down. That's the only one that straight up tried to, like, get me. That's a scary enough situation to be in, and this is before, like, you know, I didn't have anything. It was just me and bare hands. The sitting down, getting down on a dog's level, make them relax because we tower over them. They might be into no. Like, the thing is that dogs need to know that you are the one in charge. I don't recommend that. But then again, like I think like every animal's a bit different. You kind of have to gauge that. But you know, there's different tactics for dealing with dogs and cats. Like, the easiest one, like, you want to know somebody who's really good at working with cats and actually taught me a lot, is there's this guy named Jackson Galaxy. He used to be on the Animal Planet a long time ago. He's really, really good at dealing with cats. You can stare down a dog, says DC. You can. I'm sure you can. I will never do it. I've never been attacked by a dog. Albeit my mom was attacked by a neighbor's pit bull, and she was just walking on the sidewalk when it just fucked up her arm. Yeah, pit bulls can do that. Pit bulls are like a really weird breed where, like, they can be the happiest go luckiest dog 90% of the time. I had them many times showing dominance. I've had a dog attack me doing stare downs. That being said, to be fair, like, I broke eye contact because like, somebody distracted me, and that was when he jumped me. Like, the moment I broke eye contact is when he jumped me. I never did it again. For a second, I thought, what is he saying, Tiger King? What if he says Tiger King? No.
Why should I kill Joseph? And why do you keep calling him a sorcerer?
He woke her
Because you're a
up,
wuss. The dog sensed
plundered
that.
her
Ah,
body,
I see that.
Forced her to breathe once more, cut her, pierced her, burned her, kept her in chains.
You want revenge.
She wants freedom. No freedom while the sorcerer lives.
What will you do after you're free?
Live.
Oh, okay.
If I do what you ask, where will we meet?
Among the stone fingers in the Garden of the Dead.
Oh, can't you just tell it straight? I've had enough riddles for a lifetime.
She believes your mind is not that weak.
Well, I don't like sorcerers, but I also don't like undead people who take over other people's bodies, so... This is a lose-lose, so I'll just go with what the thing says.
After everything I've seen in this laboratory, I'm on your side.
I never said
She
that.
will wait for you.
I never said that I was on her side. Never. I'd like to know how to make a dog that's scared of me know I'm not a threat and will be kind to them. No, if you want to do that, you need to tell it. You need to show the dog that you are the one in control. You are the one that's master. And the same towards cats. Cats are a bit easier because cats are more finicky. If a cat approaches you, you know at least on some level they trust you on some capacity. Like it's he'll help me find Usha. Let's see. Okay, fantastic. For Myth, he shows them he's the master baiter. Hell yeah. That's what you do. You stick your dick out there, man. Yusha proposes a trap. She could wait for me to kill Joseph. They refuse to tell me anything about Cthulhu. Yusha can tell me about Cthulhu. I gotta make a deal with Yusha to learn the secrets of Cthulhu. She'll only tell them to seed. Hill can be my ally. Hill cannot be trusted. He'll just really help me get inside Cthulhu. We share the same goal, stopping the madness spreading. Hill is just using me to deal with Usha, just like he used Raymond. He is not a man who can be trusted. Hill can be my ally, and Usha can tell me about Cthulhu. Usha must be killed. Hill must be... Wow, okay. That picture? Good lord. Okay, that seems like the worst outcome. Alright, so maybe I'll just go I'll kill Usha. Usha and Hill both must die. It doesn't really matter with whom I have a deal. Both Usha and Joseph are dangerous to Oakmont and its people. The best thing to do is get information any way I can, then kill them both. That one seems like the better option. Unironically, that one seems like the better option. But yeah, like, I mean, I wouldn't recommend, like... I wouldn't really recommend, I would not recommend going and finding a wild animal to test these things. Like, I did it since I was a kid. I really liked animals, and the first time rescuing animals was literally when I was like 7 years old, and there was like a kid, like a mama cat and her litter in our apartment complex, and they were literally sitting under one of the concrete stairs that we had. And I just felt so bad for them, but my mom wouldn't let me take them in.
Really wanted to get inside this room.
And so I literally left my what was it? I left my Power Ranger umbrella out there and a blanket that I usually kept on my bed to keep them warm. 7 years old, that was a late year. I was 7 when I first started working with animals. Like, I mean, really, like, okay, because before I would see animals, but I wouldn't do anything. But there was one night, it was a rainy night, I literally left my Power Ranger umbrella out there, and I left like a blanket that I had, a small one. That was last year. Yes, I aged many years in 1 year. But after that, I said, okay, this like I just had like this really, like, I guess, drive to rescue animals for a long time. Torment the resurrected Usha. Let's see here. Hill and Raymond torment the Usha here to try and get information. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I don't care about that. Alright, so Usha will be killed if I kill Joseph Hill. I forget, where's Joseph Hill? Oh, Joseph Hill's in the he's in the Oak Reed or the Reed something hotel. He's in my hotel. Yeah, I mean, I'll never forget. I had a little red Power Ranger umbrella, and I had a little blanket, and I gave it to the kitty cats. And I think the part that really got me the most is that in the morning they were all gone. And that made me unhappy, but like they were getting rained on and all that fun stuff, so I gave them my blanket and my, I also gave them an old shoebox. Like, it was an empty shoebox that I had for them too. So I gave them as much as I could to keep them warm and kind of in a nice, tight little space, and that was it. I didn't rescue them. I didn't find them a home, but it was the first time I was like, man, like, we can do this. Dogs will back off if you get shadow fear. You just need to be as aggressive as them. Let's go to the Devil's Reef Motel. Let's go talk to Mr. Joseph Reed. That's where he is, right? I think that's where he is. Interested in the cemetery marked with 5 finger-shaped stones. This is what just asked me to find out. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, this is where I'm supposed to go, right? Good lord, I wasn't even looking. In exchange, shield against Joseph Freeman's control. Just feeling him return to they were going to find out how to get it. And if there was any Michael Bush found Hill fled leaving Raymond to deal with her alone. Alright.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
That doesn't answer my question. Yeah, I won't lie. Dogs, I've had fewer, like, feral dogs to deal with, so just kind of keep that in mind. Like, hello, did I miss this?
Stop it! Please, stop it! Why do you show me this violence?
He's watching you. You better
I
be
can't
careful.
bear
Oh, I'm being
it.
careful, all right? I'm making sure that he sees everything, man. That's the way to do it. Alright. Secret of the Alchemy. Did I miss something here? You better watch yourself. He has the death sentence in 12 systems. Oh, I'll watch myself. You'll be dead! Alright, time for bed. You guys take care. You too, sir. But I also have more exciting news. Fucker! Fucker! Did you ever play Metal Slug? I just realized I wanted to do this. I can just go right over here. I bed too because silly assholes live in DST. Yeah, well, okay. I have played Metal Slug. Yes, but did you know they have a new Metal Slug? They have Metal Slug Tactics. Metal Slug Tactics. I must play this. I am very excited. I don't know when I'm going to get around to it, but man, I'm like, dude, I played Metal Slug. Great side scroll. I loved Metal Slug when I was a kid. I have, like, I would say for arcade games, I've lost more quarters to that game than almost the other game. You start at 8:30 and I have to go to bed at 10 now. Well, I understand. It's okay. I have to get up really early tomorrow too, so I'm probably gonna like wind it down a little bit early tonight as well. I don't have much of a choice. A vendor came on site this morning. I was with them for 12 hours and they never finished, so I have to do it tomorrow. Once I moved, I can stay up at midnight again. Jeez. Well, I appreciate you being here. Now, oh, let's see. Nope, wrong way. Enjoy your sleep. Get some rest, brother. Thank you for stopping by. I drive 1 hour to work each way. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do now. Alright, so I must have missed some key piece of evidence, yeah. Because I only collected the key evidence, not all the evidence. So obviously I'm missing something. Or at least I would assume so. Or not. I don't know.
It looks like it contains ashes mixed with salt.
I have to leave at 5:30. Yeah, I have to get up. I have to get up at 5.
I do not want to know its origin.
I have to get up at 5 tomorrow to be at a place not too late, like by 7, but it's still a pain in the butt. But yeah, I saw those Metal Slug Tactics, and I'm super excited about it because I'm like, dude, I want to play this. As a matter of fact, it made me want to go out and buy all the Metal Slugs.
I don't think these tools were used for
Because
surgery.
I don't think I've ever found, like, Metal Slug 1. Which is the part that makes me sad. I like Metal Slug 1. But I could never find a copy of it. I think I found, like, Metal Slug 3 for Xbox. But for some reason, they didn't actually port all that stuff over from, like, a long time ago. Which seems weird. It doesn't seem like it would be that hard. Oh, there's something in there. Can I get in there? I can. This must be where I'm missing my last evidence. 2 gunpowder. Okay, let's use this. Alright. Blue stain. Blue stain. Well, either way it goes. Good night, sir. Metal Slug took a lot of my quarters as a kid. Yeah, dude, me too. Me too. It is... I hate to say sad, because it's not. I really enjoyed it, but I was never really good at it either. I never got to play enough of it. I didn't never get, like... I get, like, 3 quarters to play when we went to, like, the local burger joint. And 3/4 got me 3 chances to play. So I would make it to like the first level, and then like by the second level I'm dead. Like it's just I'm dead. Let's see here. There we go. On Eastern Reed Heights on Lumber Street. That's what I want right there. That's what I'm looking for. But yeah, I remember like Marco's the main guy. Theo, I think, is another one. And I forget the girls, because like the original ones that I played only had like 2 players, I think. I think Metal Slug 1 only had the 2 guys, Marco and the other dude. But don't quote me. And then like Metal Slug 2 or 3 introduced the 2 chick characters. And I think like Metal Slug 3 introduced even more and like got rid of the second. I can't remember. My favorite arcade games were any game that I could shoot a gun controller on. Area 51, Time Crisis, and there was a police one. Yes! Dude, I remember there being a police one where like, for some reason, you had to load the magazine. Like, you didn't replace the magazine, because like Time Crisis, you just reloaded the magazine. No. In this game, like, you had to lean into cover. Like, it was one of the early games that did, not AR, but, like, it was like a form of VR. Let me find this real quick. Jesus, stop it. Let's do this. Eastern Heights and Lumber Street between Helog Street and Hale Lane. Okay. Helog Street and East Lane. And, like, but, like, if you chose, like, the MP5, you'd load, like, 1 round every half a second. But it was like, okay, you fire a burst, and now you need to immediately reload because you're going to need that ammo. And, like, if you were just, like, okay, you fire a revolver, like, you don't have enough ammo. It's crazy. Hold on, I need to look at this again. It's on Lumber Street. Lumber Street. Lumber Street, Lumber Street, Lumber Street. Lumber Street, Lumber Street, Lumber Street, Lumber Street. Oh, is this Lumber Street? Oh, there. Yeah, I've already found this. Okay, I've already got this. Okay, cool. We're good. But yeah, I remember that game. That game was crazy. I only played it a little bit though. But Time Crisis, I played the crap out of Time Crisis. Area 51. Unfortunately, Area 51. Whenever it was around a lot, I was little too little. My dad would let me play it. He'd let me play Time Crisis, but Area 51 had blood. And for some reason, a woman in SWAT armor, or like Kevlar with big titties, if I'm not mistaken. That may be one of the reasons why my dad didn't play it. I remember there was a Star Wars pod racing game where you sat in a pod with controls. Dude, look, old arcade games, like nearing the end of the arcade era, they had so much cool stuff. There was like flight simulators, there was mech pilots, there was like all sorts of cool stuff near the end. It was like the last hurrah of arcades where like, okay, well we need kids to play these games that are proprietary and fun. Now it's just, they're all gone. Like you don't see them. I'll take it back. I went to Dave & Buster's not too long ago. They did indeed have a decent arcade, but it was like, here's Mario Kart, but it's like watered down Mario Kart, Alright, so I'm gonna kill both these people, unless somebody's got a problem with that. Motorcycle racing where you sit on a motorcycle was all fun.
Something broke his neck with a
am I in the wrong place? Oh, let's grab all this. I know there's like a ski one as well.
I need an explanation, Joseph.
No? What did you want to know?
I found the laboratory, Joseph. The one used to raise dead from the ashes and salt.
So then you understand why I need Usha's body. She knows what we both need. Way inside Katiganar.
You revived the dead, then tortured them. That's an abomination.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Not rust to judgment, Reed. They had their time. Would you truly value one old life over the suffering of millions? They're not even human. Those specters, monstrosities, they are just the vessels of their former knowledge. You can't compare them to the living.
I agree. This man speaks a lot of sense.
I know you had a deal with Raymond.
I remember Dance Dance Revolution, but I was never into that. Yeah,
What
no.
happened to him?
I was never into that one either. But one thing I wasn't into, and then I tried it, was Guitar Hero. Man, Guitar Hero was crack for me.
Is after us now.
He's her toy now, possessed and tormented. But it was you who let this happen.
Me? I did not free her, and for Kay's sake, why should I risk everything to save an imbecile? My mission is of far greater importance.
Sorry. Having leftover candy for the night. But I was at a Dave & Buster's not too long. It was like 8 months ago, 6 months ago. And
You tormented Usha.
they had
with
a
knowledge
guitar,
you were
a
after.
classic Guitar
Why?
Hero like
She
arcade setup, and I was like,
refused to tell me
dude,
what I needed.
let's see if I can remember how to do
Trying
this.
to find another way, but until the spell was found, I used more mundane methods.
Like pouring acid on her?
It was stubborn, no longer human. I was forced to try everything. Every time I recreated her, she told me I didn't deserve the knowledge.
Usha made me a proposal. She's willing to help me get inside Katiganor.
What? Surely not. It must be a trap.
You didn't even ask me what she wanted in return.
I fear I know already. She wants me dead. Dane, she's using you, Reed. She knows I'm the only one who can stop her. I have already prepared the unguent to prevent her resurrection. Please, can't we just finish this as planned?
Yeah, okay, so I'm more willing to believe the guy who's alive, but he's still a dick.
Now calm down, Joseph. I'm not fool enough to believe a blood-sucking monster. Just thought you ought to know.
You mean a woman? Or, sorry, no, you mean a Democrat?
You scared me for
Sorry.
a moment. But if we're finished here, you should probably continue your search.
I've changed my mind.
I know where Usha is. It's the same crypt that Raymond was diving in.
So, she returned to the tomb. Fine, we'll strike now. Prepare your guns.
What's the plan?
I've formulated an elixir that should damage her unnatural body. Coat your bullets in it, and go and slay the monstrosity. Just don't forget to collect her ashes afterwards. I'll prepare everything we need and wait nearby. Soon we'll both have our answers.
I think this man just wants to have sex with the body. I remember, I played the fuck out of Galaga too. I see Galaga. I never found an actual like Galaga arcade. That was nothing I ever saw. I'm sure there was some around, but I never played that. I've played it like through like was like computer games and things like that. But Galaga is one that I never found an actual like physical arcade cabinet. And dude, there was a time in my life where I would have thought that like having an arcade cabinet like collection was the coolest thing ever. I never realized how expensive they were, and then when I did, I said nope. Even old arcades, which shouldn't be that much money now, no thank you. Although there are places that do sell like smaller recreations, but they're still expensive as hell. I do not know why. That's right, we're gonna go murder some people. Usha hides in her tomb beneath the finger-shaped stone. Well, where is that? Well, that doesn't tell me where it is, though. I guess the cemetery. Yeah, the cemetery? Yeah, that one. Man, like, it just... Again, there comes a point in time where you look at your city and you just go, I should leave. Like, is there a normal person left in this city? That's my first question. Is there a normal person left here? If there's not, like, can we just leave, you know? Like, is there one guy who's like, look, I need to get out of here. Like, this is not... I know this is great for you guys, but this is not for me. This is not for me. It's just like, look, I know y'all are all like, you know, spewing up, you know, pieces of octopi and, you know, talking to fish gods and, you know, occasionally sticking worms in your ears and all that fun stuff, but I can't do it. I just can't do it. I want to go home, and this is not home anymore. I'm out of here. Well, good luck. Good luck with the whole Cthulhu thing. I don't want it. I could never turn my back on the city that made me. Eminem. Didn't he turn his back on the city that made him? People trying to make Eminem out to be like some kind of just hero in some capacity is always weird to me. Like, the guy is an absolute dick in every way, shape, and form. Not that he doesn't deserve it. I mean, of course, he can be a dick if he wants. He's extremely popular and extremely wealthy. Go for it. Don't care. Is that somebody the finger-shaped stone? Oh, no, wrong one. Okay. The finger-shaped stones. I don't know where this is actually. And the giant obelisk is there. But no, that guy was... Every time I've heard that guy talk, he's just an absolute... He's a heel. He's a heel. I mean, the guy's an idiot. You know, for someone who sings the way he does, and I would assume lives the way he does, and believes some of the things that he says he believes, it's weird that he's so adamantly, like, left-wing, which is really weird to me. I'll never understand that. Not saying that it's like you can't do that. It's just weird to me. Oh, did I just do a giant circuit? Is that all I did? Yes, I did. Okay. So I went to the wrong place. Wherever I was supposed to go, this was not it. All right, the finger-shaped stones. Where the hell is that? Hill can be my ally. I mean, I don't really trust him either, but, like, I'm sure they won't let me do that. Usha hides underwater in her tomb. The entrance is in the cemetery, marked with 5 fingers. This is... Okay, so where's the cemetery? I would assume next to the church, but it's fine. The cemetery, the cemetery, the cemetery. I forget where the cemetery is. I like how I haven't checked in with Throgmorton in forever. We just completely just left that alone. Like, we have just stopped that entire plot thread. We do not discuss or go back to Mr. Throgmorton ever again. I'm not sure why, but we've just completely ignored Mr. Throgmorton, who, if I'm not mistaken, he sent us on this path. So it's kind of weird that we just ignore him. Is this it? Is it? No. Entrance to the cemetery, which is where? Where is the cemetery? I don't know where this is, so we'll just it's got to be someplace in the center of town. Like this, it's obviously not going to be anywhere else, but I don't know exactly where she lives. This is one of those weird things where it doesn't actually tell me where it is. Oh, man. Let's see. Yeah, aside from that story and Metal Slug, I don't got a whole lot to talk about tonight. And honestly, yeah, oh, geez, okay, we're actually... I know normally I would stream a little bit longer, but since I have to get up early tomorrow, we're probably going to stop it here. And as much as I hate to say that, it's really because I have to get up like an hour and a half or 2 hours earlier, depending upon how early I want to get to my next location. But I have to get up to my next location like 2 hours ahead of time, what I normally would do. So we're going to call it now so I can get some sleep. Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you all again soon. Have a wonderful night. And be good to each other. I'm going to add that to the end of my stuff now. Be good to each other, you know? If you be good to each other, you know, who knows? You might change somebody's mind along the way. Adulting sucks sometimes. It does. Geisha was not happy when she heard that I had to get up earlier. And I'd still be working a full day. So it's like, I'm not getting off any earlier. I'm just going to be working longer. So good night, guys. Take it easy.